Hey everybody, welcome to today's update on Daily IoT. I'm really excited about this one. I got an email from a recent subscriber. Shout out to Mick in California, who sent me an email after he subscribed, as I have asked viewers to do. If you do subscribe, shoot me an email, kevin@sidwar.com. I want to know that there's a person on the other end of that button. But Mick said, hey, you should check out the Budweiser Red Light, which I don't know how, as a hockey fan and Internet of Things junkie, I did not know about this before. I guess it goes to show that the internet is a huge place and you can't know about all the things everywhere. But Mick said, check this thing out as a potential solution to your licensing problems. And so I did. The red light, I'll put a little image right here, basically is a goal light. So when your team scores a goal, it turns on and sounds a horn. Very simple. Simpler hardware, in fact, than what I'm trying to build with the puck. But Budweiser built this without any licensing and skirting all licensing with the NHL, as far as I can tell. I don't know that for a fact, but looking over, and I've pored over the website, it looks like they have found a very creative way to get around the licensing problem, which I am now considering using as a temporary pivot to my original idea. So I really want to display player stats and market it to players. What the red light did, very interesting, is it's team-based. Obviously, it doesn't matter who scores the goal, the light will turn on. But without mentioning teams or players, they have you set it up to a city. You sign up for a city. So, if you want to follow the Ducks, you don't configure the app to tell you when the Ducks score. You configure the app to say, I want to follow the Anaheim market, which is a genius way, I think, of getting around that and not having to do the licensing. And so I'm really thinking now, and I'm not at the point where I have to make a hard decision on this, I'm still working on the hardware, but that this is a great way to continue moving forward and give the option of, hey, sign up for a city on your puck. You configure your puck for a city, and it will show you team stats. Wins, losses, OT losses. You can get creative and do things like points, goals scored by the team, total penalty minutes, whatever. But at that point, it's just raw stats. I'm not referring to a team specifically, but you still get the general experience. And so thanks a bunch, Mick, for pointing that out to me. Like I said, I can't believe I never saw this thing. They're amazing. It also gave me a very interesting insight into price point. I did a bunch, and there's still a bunch of articles I want to read about this, but it is selling for $150. And this isn't a new thing either. This was years ago that they came out with this. $150. They're reselling on eBay for like $180. These things were massively popular, which is very encouraging from a market demand standpoint for selling these. But $150, and it is definitely simpler in terms of bill of materials and technology. They use the electric imp, for any of the IoT nerds out there, to implement this thing, but so very interesting, $150, and apparently they were selling like crazy in Canada. They sold out of their first run like super fast, and people were, secondary market buying them and things like that. And so just give me some good vibes about there being a market for something like this and interest for this. And so that's the update for today. Just really excited about sort of getting a different perspective of how I could approach this and solve my licensing problem. And so that's it. Question of the day. I'm supposed to think of these beforehand. What is your favorite snack to eat during a sporting event? What do you love to munch on while you're watching your favorite team, regardless of sport, watching your team play? Thank you so much for watching Daily IoT, the show where together we're learning how to make the Internet of Things one day at a time.